Shadow Raids Pokémon Go are time-limited raids made to battle against Shadow Pokémon. These Pokémon are practically normal Pokémon, yet they have a purple aura around them. The objective of these Shadow Raids is to battle the Shadow Pokémon until it runs out of HP. If successful, the Pokémon can be caught and can actually be shiny Pokémon. When battling against Shadow Pokémon, trainers have to match their type effectiveness. There is no limit on the number of times a single Pokémon can be encountered in one raid. Different types of Shadow Pokémon have different levels of difficulty. For instance, Shadow versions of legendary Pokémon are significantly stronger than those of common Pokémon. Prior to participating in a raid, players can either choose to join a random raid group or set up a private one. Based on the number of players participating, players may receive different bonuses. Joining a Shadow Raid requires the trainer to use a raid pass. If trainers do not have any raid passes, they will not be able to participate in the raid. Once the raid is over, trainers will be able to capture the Shadow Pokémon which may be shiny. If the Pokémon was caught, players will be rewarded with various Stardust and items. One benefit of Shadow Raids is that players can have a chance to capture legendary Pokémon such as Mewtwo, Zapdos, and Molders. Depending on the level of the raid, these Pokémon can have different combat power, CP. Additionally, depending on the higher level of the raid, players have the option to use a Go Plus item, where the Pokémon will be automatically caught when defeated. Shadow Raids have become increasingly popular due to the fact that they are guaranteed to provide trainers with a minimum number of coins and Stardust rewards. When participating in a raid, trainers should make sure to stock up on potions as the level of the raid may be high. This is due to the fact that the raid can last up to 45 minutes. Trainers may also want to consider teaming up with several other trainers in order to participate in raids that have a higher level. In order to have more success when participating in a raid, trainers should look at the type chart and make sure to bring in Pokémon that are strong against the raid boss. When facing against a Shadow Pokémon, having more than 6 trainers does not make much of a difference as the opponent's HP does not scale up. Additionally, trainers should expect for the raid to take around 10 minutes and they should stock up on revives and potions in order to guarantee success. Pokémon which are caught from Shadow Raids will have random IVs and will often be shiny. Furthermore, Sinnoh Stones will be rewarded for successfully catching a raid boss. In order to join or create a Shadow Raid, players must first log into their account and head to the nearby raids or active raids section. If a player decides to join a public Shadow Raid, they will be able to join immediately and no raid pass is required. Players can create their own private raid by under the My Raids section. This is beneficial as players can control who can join the raid. Additionally, trainers will also be able to see how many other participants are in the raid as well as their trainer levels. By creating a private raid, trainers can also control the type of rewards they receive for winning as well as the Stardust reward. Trainers should note that when participating in a shadow raid, they will not be able to use any technical or powerful items. Thus, they should always come prepared with potions, revives, and a great lineup of strong and powerful Pokémon. Furthermore, trainers should note that catching a Shadow Raid Pokémon is much more difficult than catching a normal Pokémon, as they have more HP and may act differently when being encountered. Trainers should also note that the difficulty of a Shadow Raid does not depend on the number of players.